What is best way to avoid awkward silence in conversations? In college I had a professor that would play music quietly when we had to form groups with new people. This way when no one was talking it didn't feel like awkward silence. I would recommend this to anyone that has a group of people that are meeting for the first time. That's a nice quote. Keep an egg in your pocket or rucksack so that you can bring it out and impress people. My dad says well, time to say back quote well again. Any big plans for the weekend? The old barber special. Look into the distance like you're a sailor contemplating something and go *HMMMUHMMM***. Stare into their eyes without blinking. They'll quickly fill in any gaps in the conversation. Strong eye contact is key. Stare at them directly in their eyes and slowly eat a banana. The silence is no longer the awkward part. Big gulps are, well see ya later. Make it even more awkward. Tickle their belly. The trick I have learned as a lifelong introvert is that people love talking about themselves. For example, if they said they come from city X or country Y, you can ask them if they love living there and if yes, what do they prefer? If not, why not? Or where would they prefer living? If you can find their passion, whether it's binge watching Netflix series, making tiny glass vases for their hamsters, or going to country music festivals, you'll be golden. Even if it's not something that you yourself find interesting, you can fake it by making appropriate comments and asking follow-up questions. How did you get into that? What's your favorite series / technique / artist? What's your next project? Remember, this is about learning about them, not coming up with the most savvy reply, so actually listen to what they say. Alternatively, an awkward silence can be a great point to cut the conversation short and leave, if that's what you want to do. Avoid, enjoy. That's how. Embrace the silence and just be. I have too many acquaintances that never stop talking. Those rare and ephemeral moments of silence are genuinely treasured and enjoyed. I'm not good at this, so when things start to get quiet I find a reason to walk away. I can get past it with people I know well, but it's the only natural point to end a conversation on that's immediately obvious to me. Actively listening to what the other person is saying and asking them questions is a good place to start. So, nice weather isn't it? Singing. Try readdressing something you already talked about. For example. So you said you were from where? Was it Florida? It will either go oh yes Florida or oh no I'm from Oregon. And then if you get it wrong, apologize and continue the conversation by talking about Florida, or in this case, where they're from. Of course this applies to any topic. Another example. How old did you say you were again? Oh I'm 24. Cool, so fresh of college. Or still in college. And continue on from there, talking about college or some other things. The key is to stay interested enough to keep the conversation going, ask questions and, if you feel like you're asking too much, add in facts about yourself too. You can literally talk about anything, not just age or school, just basically anything they mentioned beforehand. If they mentioned having kids, roll over there. Really, anything. Avoid all human interaction. Interrogate them. Yell at the top of your lungs to assert dominance over the conversation. Fart loudly. So how was your day? Closed bracket 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 closed bracket. I'd like to narrate something. So, this is when me and a former classmate were talking after a long time. So I call her, we are talking, and trying to continue the conversation, even if that means dragging it somewhat. In the mid, silence falls and she says, well, awkward silence haha. Now, a few months after, we are again on a call, and this silence happens again. This time I say awkward silence, and she replies with not awkward, it's just silence. See, here's the thing. Once you get acquainted with a person, once you have no inhibitions about talking to them about anything, once you can start talking to them like you talk with your brother/gals, the silence won't be an awkward one. And this takes time to develop, this kind of a relationship. It might be easier with same-sex person and tougher with the other, but it'll happen. Just give it its sweet time. Hope this perception helps. Close bracket. Good day. Move to Asia. Awkward silence is a very North American thing. Maybe Europe too, but I have never been there. In Asia, you could spend the entire dinner without saying a word. Silence is not considered awkward there. Do a Minecraft villager noise. Making a joke about the person you are talking to. The best thing would be to judge their appearance. Yeah, silence is golden. We needed to create a healthy relationship. It's nice to sometimes enjoy someone else's presence without worrying about talking via head off and vice versa. Learn to enjoy it. It makes for a much more chill experience. Reply to this when you get an answer. I needed to. *** looks for answers in Reddit***. Just sit with it. A lot of people are way too uncomfortable with silence and get all anxious that they have to fill dead air. When shutting the ***k up as an option, it should be strongly considered. Moan. Yeah, that's cool. *AKWARD silence. *UNGH**. Don't have conversations. Return to monk. Whip out your dick. Works like a charm. Fart. The louder and longer the fart the better. Fill those silences with nature's noise. A lot of the answers avoid the elephant in the room, that after a while only asking questions or agreeing with the person gets a bit old and you have to think quickly on your feet and add in relevant stories/facts/emotions from your own life/experiences/knowledge. Just agreeing with someone or asking question after question is being intellectually/emotionally lazy, and it is a turn off to most people. Suggest you do the work beforehand so you have a few amusing go-to stories to fill in silence. It's almost like preparing for an interview. Also, feel free to change the topic to something you are more comfortable talking about. It's okay if the transition isn't perfect, but at least you're showing effort. Sitting in silence isn't all too bad. Like, try to think of the scene in Clue when Mrs. Peacock tries to force a conversation. It can be like that. I suggest making a comment on the silence, or if it's pointed silence, meaning a silent understanding or some kind of subjective bomb dropped, try to shift the topic. Just constant stream of talking. As soon as something enters your brain, just vomit it out through your word hole.